I just want to pop on for a quick sec. It is quite early in the morning. It's only like 5 o'clock or something like that, and I was going through my Facebook messages, and there was some like messages that I didn't even know that were in there, and it was talking about they were asking me, and it was like people that I know, like people around my area, and it was people like that I like went to school with or that I actually really do know, and they were asking me about binding and loosening. Like, Moss, come on, does that really work? Like, I don't understand. Like, somebody like you, how all the crap that you went through. They didn't say crap; they used the other word, but you know what I'm saying. And you still like how? Like, I don't understand. Like, I I this and I that, and it was all like just negative stuff, and it was like their lot in life, and this is the way it was, this is the way it's gonna be, and that's it. There's no changing, and I'm living. This is the way it's supposed to be forever, and I just do people really live like that? Like, and I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not. I'm trying to understand with my own mind that you want to live like that. Cause there is a way out. If you see my life, this is what I don't understand. If you see my life and then you question it, well, does it really work? Well, does it? If you seen the crap that I went through and you knew it worked for me, and then you ask me, is it real? Well, then is it real? Well, yes. And I'm not laughing. It's just you don't have to live like that either. You choose to by the words that you say to yourself. Well, I'm just going to live like this forever because, well, I've lived like this for the last 47 years, so I'm just going to live like this now. Well, so you're going to decide to live like that for the next 47 years? Grumbling and griping, waking up every day just cranky, and as soon as you put your feet on the ground, it's that's it. It's a bad day, and everybody's gonna know about it because you're just gonna tell everybody about it, and everybody in your pathway is gonna feel the wrath of you being awake. Who wants to live like that? There's nobody that I know that truly wants to feel negative, hateful, and miserable. Just plain. If somebody has something to say positive, they come back with something negative. If you can say something more positive, they find something try more negative. And the more negative things they try to find, the more stupider they actually sound. I I don't stop making excuses, you guys. Seriously, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not. Stop trying to live in your misery as an excuse for being the person that you are. Because if you're gonna be a jerk, just come out and be a jerk. Don't try to make your. I can't even explain it. Like, it's crazy to me. And then when you ask me, and I answer the question, and then you think that you're gonna trip me up with another question, but it doesn't, because you're running in circles, asking, well, how is it gonna work for me just because it worked for you? Because start loosening it from your life, dingbat. Like, come off of it. If you want it in your life, bind it to your life. You want negative in your life, bind it to your life, and it's going to be there. It's already there anyway. So all you got to do is call it up, and it will be there. Think about it. So that if you want positive in your life, bind it to your life. I want positive thoughts, positive thinking, a positive attitude, a positive lifestyle. All right, start binding it to you then. Lord, I bind my mind to your mind, because this world isn't going to give you no positivity, no positive stuff. It ain't going to give you nothing. It's going to tell you that you're ugly and you're going to need makeup. It's going to tell you that you have a zit and you're going to need to cover it up with makeup. That makeup that you're going to pay is going to cost you $50 to $75. Then the world's going to tell you that your hair needs to be cut because it's too dead on the end and it's too ugly, the regular color that it needs. Then it's going to tell you that you need to color it because you're not good enough how you are. No wonder most of us are depressed. I was depressed. Before I found God, I was depressed. My mother-in-law found me in a closet. I wouldn't come out. Not that I was trying to hang myself. I was so miserable. I wanted to die. My husband was like, Mom, because she was like a head nurse, right, at the hospital for psychiatric stuff, right? So she come out and she began to talk to me about being lost and the reason that why maybe perhaps I could be feeling this way, because there's a piece of us that there's a piece in every single one of us that is missing. A piece. That's why we all feel loneliness. That's why we all feel empty. You can have as many friends as you want, and somewhere down the line you still feel empty. You still feel lonely. That's just the way it is. And she began to show me that, and I accepted it. And so if it can work for me, it works. It's real. God is real. Whether anybody likes to believe it or not, He is real. This is the truth. You want to be negative, stay in this world, have your stinking attitude, but don't try to challenge anybody on it, because we just laugh at you and be like, you sound foolish. You sound hurt, number one. You don't sound tough. You sound hurt. You sound in distress, distraught, confused, and that you are solely searching for something better, but you're pretending not to. And you build those walls up trying to act tough and that you're so smart, and, well, if this so happened, then why didn't this happen? And if God's so real, then why does this happen and that happen? Because it's called life, honey. Get over it. Like, that's what life is. Like, well, if God's so real, why does kids get molested? Well, sorry, I was touched too when I was a kid. That doesn't mean God ain't real. It's called self-will. And if the man or the woman that touched you is going to touch you, it ain't because of God, honey. It's because they're out of the will of God and they're in this world who the devil has his hands on. That's what's going on. Nobody bound that person to the will of God. And then they say, oh, well, how come He didn't save the children? I don't know. That's not my thought. That's not my thing to ask. It's not, you ask Him when you get up there. My thing is, I got to pass it on what I know. And all I know is what He did for me. And when I was sexually touched, I was angry, I was hurt, I was upset, and I hated that guy so bad. And God showed me forgiveness. Now I walk right up to him. I couldn't give him a hug today. It wouldn't bother me a bit. You know why? Because God took it from me. Because He is the judge, and He'll judge the people. I ain't worried about it. So don't worry about it. But leave your stinking attitude behind if you want a positive attitude. Like, come on. Who wants to wake up every day cranky and hateful at the world for no reason? Nobody. Like, and it's... Start binding your mind. Seriously, you start this, and it will change your life, and you'll thank me. You will thank me. I promise you. My community is turning upside down, and I don't feel an effect to it. Now, when I was out of God's will for the last couple years, everything was all about me. Lies, 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 lies. Being kicked out of every store up here. Cops being called on me. Said I was a terrorizer, that I terrorized the whole reserve, and blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. And then all of a sudden, I got back into God's will, and I started binding myself to Him. I started binding His will to my life. I started binding my footsteps to the path that He has chosen for me. This whole reserve is gone in total chaotic turmoil, and not one thing has happened to me. And I just sit here, and I don't feel an effect to it at all. I smile every day. I heard absolutely every gossip and lie that was said about me since 2019. Heard it all. And I still talk to every person that says it. Wave to them every day. Walk by their house every day. And while they're outside smoking their cigarettes with all their friends, and I still wave every day. Hey guys, how's it going? It's called forgiveness, you guys. Grow up. Like, seriously, this stuff is real. You want positive in your life? Then grab it. Get a hold of it.